something that happens in other countries. What I'm in the United States of America. Why do I hear about political assassinations and think that's somewhere else? It's not somewhere else. It's here. So we have political violence in the United States, and I think the first step is to just acknowledge that. We're now in the era of political violence in the United States. What do you do about it? Well, I would like to start at the top. I think when you criticize a judge for not ruling your way, and arrest a judge for not doing what you want, or call somebody in the other party something subhuman, you are responsible. You are responsible for that. So I'd like to see rhetoric at the top change, and I think that's a step.
And that's them Republicans, them racist Republicans.
Wake of Gabby Giffords shooting. Democrats and Republicans in Congress made a point of pairing up with each other and sitting with each other in a show of solidarity. Is that beyond reach right now? Have we gotten so far down the road that we can't get back to the point where Democrats and Republicans can disagree and fight and hammer it out on policy, but yet come together in a show to the country that kind of thing that happened just now is not the norm. It's not acceptable. It shouldn't happen.
No, I don't think we are beyond that, Tom. And I do think we've seen that. We've seen both Republicans and Democrats condemn this. I absolutely agree with my friend here that we've got to bring the temperature down. The rhetoric right now is, people, it's okay to be passionate. It's okay to really get involved in the conversation. But it is. We're starting to normalize political violence. And I've traveled the world.
Every time you get people like Trump in office, you're going to have problems. And we got these racist people here in Alamance County that's pure sickening. They'll be up in the church this morning acting like Christians and they ain't shit.
Nobody should go through this, but we've got to bring down the temperature around our rhetoric, and we've got to get back to a place where we
want to have me killed for telling the truth. Goddamn sorry ass motherfuckers. They ain't shit at these damn churches.
250th birthday of the United States Army.
On the joint European slave union ship.
Thing for the country. We're approaching the 250th birthday of the country. There's been a lot of concerns, though, about the
a church that's based on a damn lie, a bunch of damn white folks' lies, European lies.
A lot of people were saying, well, that was wasteful, that we shouldn't have spent that money. It was a moment, though, that did bring some celebration to a country that hasn't really had a lot of celebrations the last 6 months or so. Is there value in that when you watched that parade yesterday, you were told the American story through the story?
The American story is a damn lie.
Well, nobody's able to rain on his own parade better than Donald Trump. I mean, I would have loved a parade that celebrated the unity of the United States and our military. I mean, you served in the military and I didn't, and yet we both can feel pride in seeing our American service members. When I worked in the White House, I used to love to see how people in uniform would come and go and work with us on the civilian side, and that's a wonderful thing. We're the only country in the world that ever perfected that. And yet, it didn't work. And here's why. Because President Trump is now using the military on our people, the people of the United States, in a completely illegal, unconstitutional, unseemly way that undermines my ability to celebrate my military. I'm a taxpayer. I paid for that army. They protect me just like they protect you. And yet Donald Trump managed to take that away from me because he sent the Marines to an American city when there was no need for him to do so. The police had it under control. The state had it under control. He was doing it to be provocative. He's dividing this country, and he's hurting the military.
Because he's a goddamn demon.
50 states had protests against him yesterday. 50. All 50 states.
Protested against that fool.
Instead, the president managed to even screw that up. So that now we have people marching in the streets of America against him, against his use of the military in an American city.
Just wanting to dip in there briefly to some more of that program, courtesy of our partners at Fox 5 in DC. Now, as you heard, they were talking a little bit about one of the other major stories of this week, which were these anti-ICE protests that were happening all over the country, more specifically down in Los Angeles. Taking a live look. They're in LA, 5:53 on the West Coast. We're going to step away for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will talk about all of those ICE raids and the demonstrations that have been sparked.
So that's a concern. It creates distrust in the community, especially, do you know, is this a law enforcement? Is it not? So we saw this weekend in your previous segment the assassination of the lawmaker in Minnesota. The suspect in that case had been pretending to be law enforcement and had uniforms and lights and things like that to make him appear as law enforcement. So people are concerned, are these legitimate raids in a sense? Is this really a federal official conducting it? And I think people need to realize that immigration violations are civil, they're not criminal. So when we are treating people like criminals, as we've seen in these raids, it creates some due process concerns. People are entitled to attorneys at their own expense, not government expense, because they are not being treated as criminals officially. So there's a lot of confusion and a lot of distrust right now. And as your previous panelists were saying, I think we need to bring the temperature down and come together a little bit better than we have been recently.